Good evening, folks, and welcome to another round of CSGB racing. It's the F2 tier. We are in Zandvoort in Holland, and as you may be able to tell from the screen, but just in case you're not sure, it is raining cats and dogs, and I can tell you that because I've just stepped in a poodle. With me tonight is CSGB Ben, or Rainman, as ever. How are you, buddy? Still okay after that terrible joke to open up there?
Yeah, that was worse than your French opening last week.
I didn't promise that. I said that I wouldn't do Dutch, but I didn't say that I wouldn't give an equally awful intro.
That is true. I should have. I was warned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say, am I okay after F1 sprint race? Just about recovered. Just about ready to go.
Yeah, for those of you that haven't already, unfortunately in the sprint race I don't get a time to put the socials out, but the stream is now, the link is up on Twitter on our Twitter page, so please go and have a look because yeah, it was some race.
I'll say. Everyone
right.
full wets.
Yeah, so we've got a full wet qualification and it is full wets. Ben, just while I send the socials out, you okay to do the championship standings for us, please?
Yes, I am. And James, they required a bit of reshuffling after last week's sprint race in France because there was a few penalties to go out and we had to resolve an issue with a blacked out car. But James Dovey still leads, another fairly comfortable lead of 16 points from Pro Mayhem, and then Bowers in third place. And then after that it's where it gets quite tight. FNR Eustber in fourth place, just ahead of Anton, who's not with us tonight. And then it's the Alfa Romeo duo of Rizanovsky and Pelderagis, and Absi in the Haas rounds out the top 10, our sprint race winner from last week. In the teams, it's the most consistent pairing put together. Ferrari lead by 18 points from Alfa Romeo. Williams, despite James Dovey's commanding drivers' championship lead, is Williams are only third in the team standings, ahead of Racing Point, AlphaTauri, Red Bull, McLaren, who are coming on strong though since recruiting FNR Yargamal, then Haas, then Mercedes and Renault at bottom. Just another quick point, we have one new driver joining us tonight in the Renault, that is SAS CC. Oh, we've already got Bowers round. That's coming out the last corner, just about to start his lap. So there's already a bit of carnage.
Okay, I'm back.
Good,
Sorry,
just in
just
time.
About 15 different pages that I send the link to. So I've had Bowers spin, you say?
Yeah, and he's carried on with his lap anyway.
Okay.
He spun sort of in between the last corner, and the start-finish line.
Okay, let's get the bits up on the screen for everyone who's watching.
Oh, there goes one. That's JW gone.
And we've lost JW.
Oh, I know why.
Oh no, yes. JW does have a quali ban after retiring on track. You had me for a moment there.
Yeah, and myself as well. First time's in.
Okay, Urspo puts the first time in a 23.3, and I must admit, I don't really have an idea of a solid quali lap around here in the wet. So
me neither.
We've got the new driver going into P2 with a 24.2. He'll be delighted to be second until he realises that only two people have set a time. So our next one across the line is Bowers. He crosses the line and he goes P3. Then we've got one of the McLarens crossing the line. Oh, Kieran has lost it out of the final corner big time as well, as his teammate goes past Jagermel and he goes into P2. Next across the line was the Racing Point Pro Mayhem with a solid 22.8, and then we've got a Renault coming across the line of Elias, and he goes up to second with a 29.2, so quite tight at the top. Actually did cross the line there, but I think he must have invalidated his lap. We've got one of the Alfa Romeos coming over with Peldy doing a 24.3. We've had Mikey come in, and we've also had Thomas put a lap in as well. So the laps are coming in thick and fast. Osbo's gone for another lap, and he's pulled into the pits as the Williams comes across the line.
I think quite a few of these will be fueled enough to do a few laps.
Yeah, definitely a strategy.
Only 2 sets of wets, I think, in qualifying, so...
Definitely a strategy I run in the wet, if it's like this in qualifying, is stick maybe 5 laps of fuel in. You won't necessarily do 5 laps, but no, you'll get out there and run a few laps to get a feel for the track and an understanding of where the grip is and where the bits are that will just spin you round.
Ooh, he spun around a minute ago, but he's just gone fastest Bowers, 22.4.
Okay, a great lap there. So we're just watching Dovey come into the end of Sector 2. I say the end of Sector 2 is very close to the end of Sector 1. Probably one of the smallest sectors that we have.
The first sector's half the map almost.
Yeah, the second sector's quite short, much like the second sector at France, which is just a straight, a chicane, and then a bit more straight. So as Dovey comes into the final couple of corners, a really difficult corner here, especially in the wet, to actually go full kilt and hold it without spinning. He looks like he's
McLaren round.
Got that sorted. Oh, the Alfa Romeo on the inside there, coming back into the pits almost as in round as he goes into P3 with a 22.8.
Yogi will lose it at turn 6, I think. Fast right at the end of the first sector straight.
So I've just put a gap to the leader there, and Bauer's way ahead at the moment with a 0.4 lead over second, but then second, third and fourth split by less than 54 hundredths. We've then got Usbo a further 4 tenths back. Oh, as Bowers has gone quicker again. So the strategy here of running a few laps in the wet really paying dividends, and if he's able to do that with a few extra laps of fuel on board, what is he going to do when he comes out for his final run?
See, we've had no wet weather racing so far in F2. I don't think, apart from maybe half a lap at the end of Australia sprint race, and we don't really have an idea who are the wet weather masters in this division yet. But Bowers is looking very strong.
As he comes out of the final corner, he's on a lap, so this is going to count. 2.2 seconds. Oh no, so that was, I think he's teed himself up for a lap here.
Oh, James Dovey's lost it.
Oh, and he's out. And that is on to the start-finish straight. So if we just jump on board quickly with... Is it the Renault coming through the final 2 corners? Will we see Dovey's car on the line?
Normally when you lose it at that corner, you lose it to the inside. You turn,
he is parked on the wall.
No, he lost it to the left.
Yeah, I think what's happened there is he's managed to catch the initial spin, and then the car is we've got Absi round as well.
That was gone even quicker.
Wow.
This is unless it's really dry. In the race, and he's running a wet weather setup and then is the only one doing it.
Well, track position is key here. However, if he's foregoing some straight line speed for that setup, he will be easy pickings as Absi is round again, twice in 1 lap. And has major front wing damage, no end plates whatsoever. Manages to get out of Norwich fans' way, who's on a lap.
Race is dry, according to JW in our Discord chat.
Okay, yeah, Dovey's just confirmed that in the chat as well. So he'll be hoping that his lap time will keep him.
Is O2 Whitehouse J? James Dovey?
It is James Dovey, yeah.
Okay. Right, that's cleared up. Let's get back to quality.
I'm sure the drivers wish the weather was clear up. As Norwich fan takes a ton of curb on the inside of the penultimate corner, and he's round out of the final corner and loses a chunk of front wing. And that is a prime example of how that final corner can bite you.
Particularly in these conditions. Just as he was doing that, SASCC went up into 5th place with a 23.0.
Got Kieran on a lap, almost losing it through the final corner, but looks like a tidy lap. Comes across the line, P8. Great lap from Kieran there, so he's gone ahead of his teammate.
It's quite tight behind Bowers. 22.8, 8.9, 23.0.
Gap to leader.
23.3,
Well, the gaps are 1.1, 1.1, 1.2, 3, 6, 6, 6, 7, and then it jumps to 2.4 to Jagermal. So we've got Ursbo coming around the final corner now on a lap as well. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle coming out of the final corner, but keeps it nice and tidy. Jagermal heads out of the pits, and Ursbo goes to P3 with a 22.3. But at the moment...
Missed Pro Mayhem as well.
Yeah, I was about to say... Pro Mayhem's put himself up at the front with a 21.7, so 2 21.7s there. Ursbo then splits the gap.
Yeah, I don't think the weather's improving, just...
I think people are just
the rubber being laid down.
And
drivers getting used to it.
I've got James Hook in the chat saying that someone's mic is playing up. There's only two of us, James. I think
it's yours.
So
every time you talk, it does a squeaky thing, but when you don't talk, it's fine.
Bear with me just a second. I'm going to...
no.
It's better? No? Okay, I'm just going to turn it off and back on again.
And we've got Peldy invalidating. This will be radio commentary for everyone. And Kieran on another lap. Bowers has done a 21.1. Still on that first set of wet tyres.
I am back. Is my microphone any better?
It sounds it. I'll know for sure when you do longer sentences, but Bowers is on still that initial set of wet tyres. And has found another 6/10.
Wow. That's impressive, as Pro Mayhem is wheeled into the pits, as is Ursbo. We've got Elias on a lap who has found 7/10. Is it drying up a little bit, or are the guys just finding... Oh, nope, he's got the left into the chicane all wrong there. Probably lost him about half a second there. Will he continue with the lap?
Into the final 5 minutes. He is going to finish the lap.
Oh, that's a massive improvement.
I didn't think it was that bad a left.
Oh, it just seemed like he stopped almost, but...
It's the rain. He goes into third.
Yeah, Dovey slipping down the order after his mistake in qualifying, but at the moment, still in 5th. However... with a dry race, the guys will be starting on whichever tyre they want from anywhere. So really, if you get yourself at the front and stick on a set of hards or mediums, you're possibly on the best strategy.
Bowers finally into the pits.
Thomas come out of the final corner to cross the line on an out lap. He now starts his lap. We've got a McLaren of Jagermal coming across the line. He improves by 1.3 seconds almost and jumps up to 6th. Still just behind Bowers. We've got the new guy, Sask.
Absy's off.
On an app, yeah, we've lost Aspsy again. That's 3 or 4 spins in qualifying. Sask is
out the way of Ursbo.
Rizanovsky comes bolting out of the final corner. And he's on an out lap as well, though. Everyone's on an out lap. Adam pulls into the pits. We've got the other Renault of Elias in the pits. Bowers is back out, so this is going to be his final run for qualifying. Okay, so Thomas on a lap. He's 7/10 up from the final sector.
Had Norwich fan improved to 26.0. Still some way off the pace.
You know, the one we haven't mentioned is Mr. I won't qualify until the final couple of minutes, and I might not even come out if it's raining, is Gogs. Still
might
sat
get
in the box.
qualified by someone serving a qualifying ban at the moment.
Yeah, we've got Peldy switching to the intermediates.
Ooh.
A risky strategy, as is Adam as well. So Rizanovsky is 2 tenths up. So for me,
I think they're in the nothing to lose mentality.
Yeah,
they're
but
down in 11th and 12th.
The rain doesn't look as heavy as it was at the start. So Rizanovsky moves up to P9. So we've got the McLaren of Kieran coming over the line. It looks like he's had a bit of a scruffy lap. He has. The wet tyre starting to overheat. Because there hasn't been any improvement of times.
Bowers has started his lap.
Yeah, so let's see where he's at through the first sector.
Rain has eased up.
It definitely has. I think Peldy and Adam here may have made an absolutely brilliant call.
Pro Mayhem as
well, he's in the pits. He's not going to make it round.
He's not going to get out unless we might have the timing issue.
Yeah, if we have, then he will get round. But
yeah,
I think Pro Mayhem. He doesn't look like he's in a rush, so we must have the timing issue. But if this works,
out now.
Bowers is up by 2 tenths. However, he is about to get held up by the Alfa Romeo. Oh, he moves out of the way, but has he taken that 2 tenths away from Bowers? He comes into the final corner.
Not sure if Rizanovsky was on a flying lap.
Oh, close to the wall. Comes across the line. And yeah, he lost 4 tenths in the end. So if he's got one more go at this, this is his final chance. Pro Mayhem still on his outlap.
Starting his lap on the inters. And Gogs is coming out of the pits as well on inters.
Oh, it looks slippery out of the exit of 1, yeah. And that doesn't look quick. I will be very surprised if he is up at the first sector. The rain does look eased off. The spray is less, but Peldy.
No, this.
I think we could see someone end up in the wall here. No, he's only 2 tenths off.
If someone can actually hold it on the track, keep the car in the right direction, there might be a chance. Pro Mayhem started its lap.
Rizanovsky has retired. Pelderargas is now coming around to the end of sector 2. What has he done? He's now 2.5 tenths up. Peldy 2.5 tenths, so he's made 4 tenths in 1 sector.
Elias just going into P2 with a 21.7. Bowers, I think, is about to improve, possibly into the 120s.
Okay, well, I'm just sticking with Peldy at the moment as he's our guinea pig, if you will.
Oh no, Bowers doesn't improve.
No, so I think Pro Mayhem's got this, you know.
He needs to find 6
jumps
tenths.
to P10. Pro Mayhem was a 10th down at the first sector, so it looks like the first sector is the more difficult. 2 tenths down at the third. He's not going to improve. Elias has just pinched the front row.
Eusper's gone up to 4th.
Norwich fan is on his 8th lap on the same set of wet tyres. I think here's someone that hasn't done any wet practice whatsoever for this track and has used the qualifying session to get an understanding. As Adam crosses the line, he improves on the intermediates by 1.3 seconds and sticks a double Merc third row.
On ahead of James Dovey. Pro Mayhem aborted, then goes into the pits.
Osbo is on a lap. Osbo is on a lap and he is 7 tenths up.
Elias went even quicker to a 21.4.
Okay, Osbo's coming down. Osbo's up by 1.3 seconds almost. Gogs jumps in with a 22.2.
Osbo's the last runner, and SAS CC actually, who's coming across the line now. He goes fourth, 21.959.
Usbo's about to take pole position. He's going to take this. He's going to go into
No,
the
he's
20.
not.
No, he's lost it in the final corner. Oh, what has he done? Up by 1.3 seconds almost. All he had to do was cross the line and he was pole. And that is the end of quality as his wheel rolls down pit lane. And the car is in the middle of the track as there's... Oh, no! Was that... Norwich fans Williams has ploughed into the back of Urspo. Hopefully...
There's cars with wheels all over the place. Off.
I was going to say, there's cars with wheels all over the place. I get what you mean. Okay, we've got Jagermal with no front wing. We've got two cars parked in the middle of the start-finish straight. I think qualifying is over. Urspo is going to be infuriated with that. He was going to break into the 20s.
He can't let that affect him now. He's got to put that to the back of his
Goggs
mind.
is missing a wheel. He's gone to the beach. Where is it? He's at the top of the hill at the end of Sector 1. Okay, well that's qualifying as we look at Goggs parked up. He takes fifth.
End.
And the Inters were the right call, but Urspo blew that there. So a quick rundown of the qualifying positions. We've got Bowers who takes pole position, blistering pace in the wet from the very off really of qualifying. Elias comes in second with Pro Mayhem third. Saskar, new guy, comes in fourth. We've then got Goggs in fifth. Urspo takes sixth after blowing it on the final lap. Thomas comes home in P7 with Adam eighth. James Dovey gets ninth after retiring very early on. So he'll be, I think that's damage limitation there. Jagermal 10th, Rizanovsky 11th, Peldy 12th, Kieran 13th, Absi 14th. We've got Just Mikey in 15th. Norwich fan using the session there as a bit of a practice, I think. As I say, I don't think he's done any wet running. And JW, who had a qualifying ban, he takes the final grid spot.
Whew.
That was like our sprint race all over again.
There was a real rush to, because of that last 5 minutes it got quicker. I had a race like that on Friday night. The first 12-13 minutes were all wet in quali, like full wet, and then we had one run on the Inters at the end.
I have to think with Goggs, if Goggs had come out and just done a couple of laps in the wet just to get a little bit of an understanding, I think he could have qualified higher, because he didn't do any laps and then he just came out right at the end and put himself provisional P4, ended up P5. But you've got to think to yourself,
I know.
If you had a better feeling for the track, what could you have done?
James Dovey might be thinking the same.
Well, I think he felt the track, the wall, the curb, and that impact as well. But no, the guys are just about ready to start the formation lap. Bowers will lead them away. As we watch the guys all come off the line. So one we're going to watch out for especially is Mr. Anti-Stall, as he's now going to be known in this league, which is Norwich fan.
He's got no one directly behind him, unless JW gets a really sideward start.
No. So just a quick rundown of the tyres. You'll see the front six are on softs. The next three have taken mediums. Jagermal's gone for the hards. I think that's a solid strategy. If he can get off the line and hold that position, he's going to struggle because Rizanovsky behind him is on the softs. So Rizanovsky will get a much better launch. We've then got Peldy on the hards. Then we've got Kieran, Absi and Mikey on the mediums, with Norwich fan surprisingly at the back going for the soft tyres. That is a strategy I just don't understand. I don't know if you can shed some light on what the thought process would be there.
Not really.
It's just a track where it's hard to overtake, or near on impossible.
It was a dry quali yesterday and then a dry race, so there wasn't a full free tyre choice for everyone. But I remember Romsey made hard to medium work quite nicely. would have worked even better if he'd pitted a lap later, because that's when the only safety car of the race was triggered. But I think he was in 5th place after the safety car. Just hards can.
The hards just don't go off, do they? I mean,
No, not really. They
I would say you're not probably far off being able to do 3/4 of the race, almost all of the laps. I think it's much like Monaco with the hards; they just go and go.
And all you got to do is get the last corner, the run out the last corner, and you should be standing front.
So Bowers lines the cars up. As ever in F2, we don't know if when the lights go out the cars will go. They're not revving at the moment. They are now. And it eventually will be go for CSGB F2 here at Zandvoort. And Bowers gets them off the grid as they fly down to turn 1. And the camera doesn't change. And Elias has got a move done on the inside straight away.
Got him.
I can see some dust in the background, but it looks like everyone's just about got through there cleanly as there's some lagging cars and cars coming together. Passing Alfa Romeo there. Oh no! And some cars absolutely stopping, and it looks, I'm not sure if Peldragas has got the lag, but I think he has. Peldragas really suffering with lag at the moment as Jagermal tries to go around the outside of his teammate, and he gets the move done.
I think there's damage to James Davies Williams. He's dropping like I don't know,
the proverbial
English cricketer in the 90s. Yeah, he's missing his right end plate.
Okay, we've got Kieran going for a move on Jagermal. A massive dive up the inside there from Kieran, but what a move! That was phenomenal.
Great move.
I've never seen a car carry that much speed into the chicane. Anyway, I digress. We go back to the front here as Elias sets the fastest lap. Bowers has got company in the shape of Pro Mayhem here. Sask holding a comfortable 4th. Gogs in 5th. Thomas sitting comfortable on the mediums. I'm not too sure what the strategy is for the medium starters. Whether they're going to be hoping on a safety car at some point. Oh, is Ospo going to go for the move? He has. Ospo's got him before turn 8. And that may be soft tyre grip giving him the advantage there, but what a move.
We've had James W and Peldragas in the pits. And they are at the back now. I think the medium runners are sort of, they extend that period in which they can react to a safety car pretty much anywhere from sort of 10 to, you could push the mediums to lap 20.
So we're just looking over. Go on, sorry.
And then even just stick a set of softs on for the last 13, 14 hards if you fancy. But
there's a warning there for Elias through the penultimate corner. He took the widest line possible. So just on the screen here, I've just put the position change up, and you can see not our massive winners like usual, but the big winner here is JW, who's moved up 5 positions from the start, and just Mikey in front of him's taken 4. Next from that, Kieran has made up 3 positions, and Rizanovsky has made up 3 as well. Our losers, James Dovey has gone back to 7th, and Peldragas has gone back to 5th, back 5.
The top 7 are as they are, apart from Elias into the lead. So I thought saw Racing Point go slightly sideways, but he's fine.
Kieran looking like he has some incredible pace. He's pushing Adam along on the same tyre. Is he going to go for another one of his wonderful moves into the chicane? He's teed him up. He's got the ERS open. He's got the DRS open. He's going around the outside.
This time.
And that is late curb, bit of gravel. Spin it up. And that is the move done. What a move from Kieran. That is excellent. Racers is just behind. We've got contact. JW spins after trying to go for a move on the inside of just Mikey. And that has put him back, and he doesn't have damage. Out. Oh, Jagermal's lost it. And we've got a safety car. Full course safety car. And for some reason, JW doesn't pit.
No, Norwich fan has.
Okay, so the cars are going to get to go around. So the Delta is going to
JW
continue.
doesn't have any significant damage
I'm
for both
not-
end plates, but he could have reacted to that.
So now Norwich fan has put the mediums on.
He could go double medium from here.
Yeah, not a bad strategy call. I think really this is where now if it had started on the mediums he could have stayed out. Potentially made up some positions.
Will he still have a delta at this point?
Yes, he will, because all of the cars are overtaking the safety car.
So he's not going to really be able to catch up.
No.
If anyone in front reacts and pits. Not sure where Jagermat was.
It was the final corner. Final corner, yeah.
Just
Car
on
was
his own?
parked in the wall. I believe so, yeah. Oh, JW picks up a drive-through for speeding behind the safety car. Not sure what the thought process is there, but yes, we have our first safety car of the race as JW gets another drive-through corner. Are we about to see JW go into the pits and retire? He stays out, so
Kieran and Adam, the only two to box off the mediums onto the hards.
that's a big ask for the hards.
30, maybe this lap and one more under the safety car, so 30 once we get going.
I think we were looking last night at the softs going for 11 laps. And then hitting onto the hards, so you're looking at 25 on the hards. Well, maybe they've got enough. Maybe they've got enough in them after the safety car. The issue the guys are going to have here on the hards is when they catch up to that safety car is keeping them tyres warm.
Yeah, you can't cool the softs, you can't warm up the hards.
So the safety car will be out for another lap as the rest of the drivers catch up to the back of the pack.
Just gives us a chance to reset and recap the first 4 laps. Elias,
Elias had a great start.
One.
Yeah, quite difficult to get the move done on the inside of turn 1 here. So to actually carry it through, I think he's maybe he warmed his tyres up a little bit better than Bowers and just had that extra bit of grip. Oh, as we've got Gogs diving into the pits. And he's going to go for the hards. I think he's going to go for the hards. No, he's gone for the mediums.
He's not gone for that a lap ago?
Okay, interesting strategy call here from Gogs. I am a little bit surprised that the softs have stayed out, but I suppose they've got, well, they were fresh, weren't they, at the start, so they've probably got a good 6-7 laps left in them.
I think if you pit, would you go to the hards one stop?
I think I would definitely have gone to the hards if I was pitting now.
This might bring soft medium into play if these guys do want to extend the softs to take. They could probably get them to. You got to remember these haven't been used in qualifying, so they could get to 15, I think, now with a safety car, and then maybe look to the mediums. It's possible.
Okay, so the safety car should be in this lap. It is. There's the notification.
Yep.
However, I never trust anything from Codemasters with this game.
The notes are coming up quite okay. Gogs has caught up to the back of the pack.
Okay, so the lights are out on the safety car, which means good old Bert will be bringing that one in. Elias not really backing the pack up massively before the final couple of corners. The safety car is still in the same shot as.
He's still on the limit.
They are right behind the safety car. This is going to cause mayhem further back as you see the cars come flying in. We've got someone diving into the pits. Pelderagos
was
has
an
dived
M-plate
into
off.
the pits. Okay, so that may be what's happened there. Is Elias? Oh, there is some action here as Usbo comes near
Yeah.
Sask.
Yeah, Pelty's getting a wing change.
Yo, that seems to go well. Oh. Rizanovsky is really going for it, and he's got the move done. What a move from Rizanovsky on the exit of 4, puts the power down on the soft tyres and just says see you later to Sask. That was a great move. I'll tell you what, there's been some fantastic overtaking in this race already.
Kieran's got up into 7th place.
I tell you what, he's got some pace, and he's now on the hards until the end of the race. If he can just keep Thomas behind him and hold on to Sask in front, if he can stay in the DR... Oh, he's taking a lot of curve on the inside there. I think that may be a warning there. There's no penalties at the moment though for any drivers, not other than the drive-through that JW has.
2 of them.
Yeah, I think he's going to be hoping for another safety car as Gogs making the moves. We've got Absi into the pits, we've got Dovey into the pits again as well, so I think some guys may have picked up some wing damage on that restart.
I think so.
And Norwich fans going to be absolutely loving life here. He's come up, he's into 13th, he's just under a second behind just Mikey. So doing a good job of keeping him in check. 0.8 now. Mikey gets that one a little bit wrong through there. Oh, we've got a yellow. We've got an Alfa Romeo off, and it's Absi out of the pits on cold hard tyres. Has thrown it into 3 and 4 far too fast. Lost the rear of the car, put himself into the wall, and he's missing more end plates. I would imagine they're pretty close to running out of front wings at Haas. I think the next one will come out with some duct tape on it. Okay, DRS is enabled, so is this going to give Pro Mayhem the opportunity to make a move on Bowers? Because Elias has broken the DRS.
He's already over a second in front, and JW goes into the pits. I think that will be his drive-through. One of them,
Okay, and that puts Norwich fan up into a points position as well in P12. And if you look, the gap to Mikey is 0.6, 0.7. He's holding on. As I say that, it drops to 0.9, so maybe struggle a little bit.
Mikey's still on the mediums he started on. So I think he's definitely looking at one stopping, just dragging those out, maybe waiting for another safety car. Thomas is all over that gear.
Yeah, one thing I have noticed is Bowers has got himself under the second to Elias. So now this makes overtaking for Pro Mayhem very difficult. This is where the train starts, and this is very similar to what we saw last night, where there is just no overtaking opportunity at this track. If the car gets a good run in front of you out of the final corner, it is very difficult, even with the DRS, to overtake. The song we haven't mentioned is Usbo up to 4th after where he should have been pole. He's working his way up.
Oh, Sassi was on the inside of Rizanovsky into 1, but then got on the curb on the exit and just sort of had to.
And we've got Mikey in the pits. Mikey's in the pits. Norwich fan up to 11th.
Mikey's onto the softs.
JW in for his second drive-through penalty. Stovey goes fastest, back in 13th. This is sort of all up in the air at the moment, isn't it? We've got the front 6 on softs. They've got to pit. Kieran hasn't got to pit. Look at Kieran's delta to the leader.
He's been passed by Tomasz, but
look at his delta. He's, hard tyres against mediums. What do? Do you let the guy go and then just sit in his DRS and let him drag you along? It's not worth battling, is it, and losing the time. I mean, if you look at Kieran to the leader, he is 9.5 seconds off. So once all of them guys in front of him pit, he will ineffectively have the net lead of this race.
Well, he has the net lead now. He will have the lead. He's used a lot of battery.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen.
He's one you have to keep an eye on with warnings. He's got one.
Sask,
He's
we
got
don't
two
have
warnings already.
we don't have any 3-second penalties handed out to any of the drivers yet.
First of the front group from the softs in. Sassy.
Yes, Sask. I've just gone with Sask.
Sask sounds good.
Not
This
Sasquatch.
is about the right lap to do it. Lap 10.
Yeah, not a bad lap.
The thing with the hards is
the thing is
hards
the
aren't that
outlap.
much quicker than the softs at the start. There's no. It's very slim to get an undercut chances.
No, the outlap on the hards is not one of enjoyment, I would say.
No.
Trying to get them warmed up.
I think Absy knows that. On the mediums, he's a minute 10. If you go on board with Absy, or not on board, but you can see the Renault of Elias in
not
shot.
far off getting lapped, but they are all going to pit. So there'll be no blue flags for him just at the moment, but the rest of the guys behind
one
seem
is
to
in.
stay out.
Ayospa's in. So the one to watch is Saskia, 16 seconds behind Ayospa. As Ayospa pits.
Yeah, I'm just watching Sask now as we've got him coming through the final corner.
See, they found a bit of clear air between
I think
Norchan and Belaragas.
Urspo's out well in front of him. That's ridiculous. Has Sask had a moment on his outlap?
I'll have a look.
Because
what I will have a look at is... no. I was looking to see if Sask had gone for a wing change. That would have...
I'll tell you what, the one here is Kieran. Kieran is looking solid. He is in P6. He's on the hard tyres. He's got Rizanovsky just 1.2 in front of him. He has got Gogs steaming up to the back of him. But I think, again, it's one of them... The strategies are different. Let Gogs past. Don't get into a battle and lose time. It's not worth it. As Kieran has the beautiful gear shifting glitch on the stream. Elias is in. Leader is in. Leader is in. Now, if you've stored up your energy and your fuel, this is where Bowers and Pro Mayhem need to literally nail this lap, get in, put the hards on, and they may, as Dovey picks up our first 3 seconds, they may just get out. Ooh. Interesting exit from the pits there from Elias as he crosses the white line, but the game seems to let that go. Awful pit exit here, but that doesn't mean that you can just do what you want. So if we go back to the gap to the leader, Elias is 14.1 seconds behind Bowers. Bowers going for 14.2. We've got a yellow. We've lost the McLaren. It's Kieran. We've lost Kieran. Oh, as he comes back on the track and
he spun it at the end of the first sector.
He has. Oh God, this is gonna not be pretty.
No.
Okay, looks like he's managed to go. Has he kept his wing? Oh no! What has happened there? The Renault in front of him had just stopped. Oh no! Kieran's race in the space of 3 corners has almost ended. I'm absolutely gutted for him. He was doing so well. Okay, the spin he's brought on himself, but
Rizanovsky in for the hards. Bowers and Pro Mayhem all both stayed out.
Yeah, if you look at the gap from Bowers to Elias, has actually gone up by 0.4 of a second.
I think we could see an overcut.
And we're also seeing that the weather is becoming a little bit darker. The sun has disappeared. The temperature will have dropped. Is that in any way saving the guys on the soft tyres? I just looked at Bowers' time there through the second sector. He's 0.36 off of his best lap.
They hold up, the softs.
Yeah, Elias down to 4.4, so he's got a 10th back up to 4.5. It's sort of teetering around there. They're going for the soft medium. This is the strategy here. They're going for the soft mediums. Yeah, Kieran will be on the mediums till the end. I'm honestly absolutely gutted for him. Such a good race.
Both McLarens were looking good until
Well, Jagermel had
They weren't. Well, yeah.
visions of Australia in turns 11 and 12. I don't think we can have two tracks with the Fenris name, but Jagermel lost it in the final corner in the race, and Usbo blew it in qualifying in the same corner. So I suppose if you want to stake a claim somewhere, that's one way of doing it. So back at the front, Elias's gap now up to 15 seconds to Bowers.
If you were say
Elias is stuck. He's stuck behind Goggs. He's got the pace, but Goggs is dropping back.
If you were Pro Mayhem, would you be looking at sort of Bowers and trying to counter that, sort of opposite? Or just stick to your own race?
I think stick to your own race. As he dives into the pits, Pro Mayhem stays out. So let's see what happens here. Bowers comes into the pits.
Mediums. It's mediums.
So the soft medium strategy. Yeah, 20 laps. That's not too bad around here. The question is, where is Elias? Oh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. He's got him. He's got him. Elias just manages to jump Bowers. I think this puts Pro Mayhem in a real situation now. I think Pro Mayhem's gone a lap too long because he's now going to drop behind Usbo. Usbo's going to jump him, I think. He's really struggling this lap.
Almost identical to his best lap. 200 down.
Oh, he's gone wide through the last two corners. I expect him to be about 2 or 3 tenths off coming into this sector. 6. Wow. 6 tenths.
He's got no battery. Bowers and Elias have got 50% battery. Pro Mayhem was definitely the one of the three really pushing to keep up.
I think.
Surely he's coming in. Yeah,
he is coming into the pits.
Line.
So, oh no, he's been given a 3-second penalty for the pit entry.
That we are aware of that.
Yeah, that is something that will be
people complaining about that. Mediums as well.
Elias nearly losing it out of the final corner, and Bowers has got to run on him into turn 1. But DRS open for Elias, and it looks like it's. Did we just lose someone from the lobby?
Yeah, Pro Mayhem.
Ah, he's lagged out. I did see, as he came into the pits, a bit of lag. Oh, well, that has just destroyed his race. And as expected, he's come out behind Usbo.
Way behind now.
Oh, Bowers is all over the back of Elias. Goggs is in the lead. There's no way he's going another 19 laps on them tyres.
We'll push it past him to try it.
What a battle for P1 we've got here. Oh, Bowers is going for the move into the chicane. Oh no!
Oh no!
He's been cut off.
That looks a little bit too late.
Yeah, the indicators would have definitely been red, but a very strange line from Elias into Pro Mayhem's back in the lobby. He's still in P5. Oh, Goggs has lost the position to Elias, so Elias has managed to get past Goggs.
Into the lead.
Now Bowers needs to get past Goggs as quickly as possible. What he needs to do now is line this up nicely out of this corner, get the traction, and get the power down. And he's not going to do it. Goggs looking like he's got some wicked straight line speed there as well. All the time, Usbo is catching up to the back of these guys. We've lost the deltas for a second here, but oh, we've got a yellow. We've got a yellow, and I don't know why, because it's disappeared. Okay, so Pro Mayhem did drop just behind Thomas.
He's gone off. He's got gravel all over his tyres.
Ah, right. Okay, so he's rejoined at the worst possible time.
Quite possibly.
Back at the front here, I think. We still have no intervals. I think Goggs is still just within the DRS. Oh no, he's not. Bowers
no, he doesn't.
Got absolute pace down the start-finish straight and gets the move done way before turn 1.
Yeah, Goggs didn't have DRS.
Okay, so the race is on between Elias and Bowers, and I think Bowers is going to want a little bit of redemption for that move from Elias into the chicane. Oh no, we've lost Pro Mayhem. He's retired in the pits.
He's in the pits, yeah, he's withdrawn.
Okay, so is that with the connection being bad, or is he just given that one up?
Right. Look.
Okay, the worst thing possible is his car has come back out on the track. But he has left the session. Oh no, the car is parked at the end of pit lane and will eventually disappear, right? That doesn't go out of the safety car.
No, I think we're okay.
Yep, car's gone. Car's clear, so the sector is green. We are go, go, go.
This is where Bowers has got to try and at least keep with Elias.
I think what Bowers needs to do is he needs to catch up to the back of Elias, and he needs to push a pass on here. Because their mediums at the end of the race are going to be a little bit difficult. I'll tell you who's our winner here. It's Gogs. If you look at the gap to the leader, Gogs now, if he pitted, would lose 15, 16 seconds. He'd come out in 6th, but I think he's going to go and put softs on at the end. So he's going to be quick.
Just sort of Sask get past Adam into 7th place. They sort of move up the inside of turn 1, just about held it on exit.
Okay, Bowers now right on the back of Elias, so he should gain quite a bit of time coming down to the chicane with the DRS and the grippier medium tyres.
Spurs coming up to the back of Gogs as well. I don't think
Bowers,
he's out of it just yet.
4. I don't think Uspo's got the pace to stick with the guys at the front. The problem he's going to gather is when he overtakes Gogs, or Gogs pits him, is he's not going to have any DRS, so it's going to become very difficult for him to overtake or catch.
Bowers can't get the move done, nor can Uspo.
No, and Uspo's in the worst position here because he's on 8-lap-old hard tyres. Gogs gets it a little sideways through 4, and Uspo's got the run on him here, but Gogs' straight line speed is terrifying, really. I'm not sure how he's getting that car around the corners if he's running that lower wing. Just Uspo feels the dirty air into that corner there and runs a bit wide. And what we're now seeing is what we saw last night. This track to overtake on is near on impossible. It is basically Monaco, but without the walls.
It's Monaco, but with one actual shot. But it can be so hard to get the run out of the last corner.
Because of the dirty air.
Following another car.
Yeah. Now, if you look at the gap, Uspo's 6 tenths behind.
Yeah, Bowers 7.
The gaps are the same to the car in front almost. Oh, what have we got going on there? We've got Rizanovsky further back. He's all over the back of Adam. Adam's hard tyres have done 15 laps. Rizanovsky's have done 6. So Rizanovsky's going to be feeling much better in that car. I'm very surprised, and in a positive way. We've only seen 2 3-second penalties. Adam, again, a little bit questionable down the straights with his side-to-side movements to break the toe. Oh, just Mikey's gone into the pits on the soft tyres. So that has come out of the soft tyres, should I say. So that promotes Norwich Fan up to P11, but he is going to have to stop again. There is not a chance in hell he is getting them hard tyres to do another medium tyres to do another 14 laps. Back at the front here, Elias from Bowers, half a second. So this is almost the closest that 4 tenths, almost the closest that Bowers has been. 3 tenths. Okay, he's going for a move this time. Go to the outside. Go to the outside. No, the inside. He should be okay. He's on the grippier tyres. Oh, it's Elias again. Very fighty. No, should have gone to the outside. This isn't going to work.
Oh no.
Oh no, they're round. Elias is round. I think they've got both. Yeah, they both got away with no damage in that, and an almost carbon copy of the last lap last night. There, two cars going through that corners can become very tight. But Bowers has already broken the 1 second there from that incident.
We got Pro Mayhem saying he didn't lose connection, he just got kicked out with an error code. And he's lambasting some developers. I'm
not surprised.
No.
Okay, Uspo closer than he's ever been into the final two corners. Can he hold it in the dirty air and get the move done on Gogs? He's got 55% ERS, but he's dropped back a little bit again. He's not going to get this. Oh, he might. He might. We're on board with him.
Have a go.
He's going to go for it into turn one, but the outside line is the preferred one, unless you literally run the guy next to you out wide. Okay, mate. That's an alternative way of taking turn one and overtaking someone, but that is Uspo past. He now needs to break away from Gog. Shouldn't be too difficult. Gog's only on 13% ERS. Uspo on 25, so he used half of his ERS available up on that start-finish straight. However, the one here is Elias is dropping back massively. Has he picked up some form of damage? I had this in France, I think it was.
No end plate.
No, I had this in France. Both end plates were intact, but I had wing damage.
What was it? Yellow or the sort of murky
It was
green?
like a yellow. I would say more of a Dijon.
Okay.
If we were going to head that way.
That was in France. We're in Holland now, so.
Yeah, but it was in France, so I would say Dijon. Here, I'd say like a well-bloomed tulip, as we're in Holland. So is that good enough for you?
Yeah, that's clear.
Gogs pits, back to the racing, back to the important stuff that we're actually here for, and all of our 7 viewers are watching. Okay, we've got.
They're big Flowers fans. What can you say?
Peldy sticks a move on Adam there. Peldy's lag still questionable. Norwich fan is about to be overtaken by.
Yeah, Peldy with another one. Peldy and Adam boxed on the same lap pretty much at the same time, but Peldy went for the softs, and you can see the effect of it. It's Norwich fan on 19 lap old mediums. Holding up. I'm sure they're feeling
absolutely wonderful, and I'm so glad he didn't just decide to dive into the pits at that point then, because
what he has decided to do is not use DRS when he has it. Which is
okay, so Kieran picks up a 3-second penalty. We have 11 laps left of this race, so 11 and a half. Are we going to see another safety car? Because I tell you what, JW's not going to wait to get past Norwich fan, and Norwich fan's medium tyres aren't letting him do, well, anything at the moment. Oh no, that is not the place, JW, to go for the overtake. Here is the place. Put it up the inside of him.
Or maybe.
Nope. Nope. Well, sort of. Christ. That was awful.
It was kind of mouse and mouse.
Yeah.
In the corner.
More awkward than a first kiss. Back to the front. Bowers now up to 2.1 seconds. Yeah, he's got the pace. Uspo's gaining on Elias. He's now 0.5. So between them, 1 lap difference on the hards. So, well, this is a battle to the end. Norwich fan decides to go for his 22nd lap on the medium tyres. And this is where now, really, he should have pitted maybe 1 or 2 laps ago onto the softs. Because what's going to happen now is when he pits, he's going to drop to the back of the field. Absy may have to box again, though. He's on 16 lap old mediums.
No, Absy will be trying to stretch that out, I think.
Oh, we've got a change at the front. Ospo's got Elias. We completely missed that. Apologies there.
Turn 1. Or the start-finish straight, but yeah, he's up into 2nd place, Elias. Oh, Elias.
Yeah,
losing it at
I
3.
think he has some form of. I think he must have picked up some form of damage.
Quite possibly.
Dovey sets the fastest lap of the race, and he's in 8th on them soft tyres as he gets Rizanovsky into turn 1 as well. Man to watch, Gogs, P5, 1 lap old soft tyres, 2.4 seconds off of Thomas. The problem is for him is the gap from Thomas to Elias is 12.6 seconds.
I think these front 3 are away.
They're done. I think the podium is sorted. Dovey is making one hell of a comeback in this race, though. He's up to P7, 6.5 seconds behind Sask on 15 old lap hards. His 1 lap old softs, I would say, in about 3 laps, he's going to be on the back of Sask. However, Dovey does have a 3-second penalty. We've got
JW.
Norwich fan going for his 23rd lap on the medium tyres.
JW got past him, what, a lap and a half ago? He's already 6 seconds ahead of him.
I mean,
just falling further and further back.
If we jump on board and have a look at the state of his tyres, they're not overly blistered, but well, you can see just from the times his pace is. I mean, Absy's taken 3 seconds out of him since I last commented on his tyres. Really, a lap or 2 ago, Norwich fans should have pitted for the softs if we wanted to get back in front of Absy. Absy has boxed, so he's not going to carry them softs to the end, so that promotes Kieran to 14th. I think Kieran 10 seconds behind Norwich fan. I think he should, what we got, 7.5 laps.
8 to go. Elias,
back at the front, Bowers showing.
Elias can't keep up with Osbo. It's 1.5 seconds and going up.
No, Gogs now 1.5 behind Thomas. But Gogs has absolutely no ERS left, mind you, neither does Thomas.
Neither does almost anyone.
No, I'll tell you who your guy is who's good on ERS is Osbo's got 20, Elias has got 30, Sask has got 40, 45, 50.
That with, you know, we're about a quarter of the race to go. That is about right. If you do think of it that way, you want to bring it down so that you're on 0 as you cross the line.
Back at the front, Bowers has just gone through the second sector with a personal best, almost. Nearly, he's up on his actual fastest lap. And the lead over Usbo is 2.3 seconds. I can't see Usbo bringing in Bowers if Bowers just keeps it clean now. That is the race done as Norwich fan has finally decided to pit.
For softs?
He has, yeah.
Yeah.
Absy's going to come out on. Oh, Absy had no tyres left, so he's out on 8 lap old mediums.
How many times has he stopped?
We've got Absy on 3 stops.
Only 3?
Yep. Oh, JW picks up a 3-second penalty.
I think he must have hit the wrong. He would have had more softs. He must have hit the wrong thing and.
Our current fastest lap man. Our current fastest lap man is Dovey by a clear mile almost with a 10.4. Obviously, we'll check if that is clean before the end of the race.
It is.
It is. Oh, as Absy gets up close and personal with Norwich fan.
Yeah, James Dudley really went on a push that soft lap, 10.4, and then his other 3 laps so far on the soft were 11.6, 12.0, 11.8, so he's definitely going for that fastest lap point.
Okay, Norwich fan has figured out where his overtake button is, because he's had 80% before he came into that corner. I'm not sure what he's defending from going into turn 1, but fair enough. And really, Norwich fans should be able to keep Absy behind because Norwich fans' line through 2 and 3 is beyond questionable. Back to the front, Usbo's taken half a second. out of Bowers, and the gap has gone back up as Kieran moves out of the
lapped
way.
Kieran. So I think that might have been maybe what was it? I don't think we're quite in the range of the mediums really starting to deteriorate at all. Maybe a little, but
no, I think Bowers should be in good shape. I mean, if you can take the softs to sort of 10, 11 laps, even after qualifying on them, then the medium should be doing, I'd say 18 to 20 laps on the mediums is comfortable. Bowers has got a little bit more EOS than Uspo as well, so if it does come to defending, he should be okay. Gog's now finally right on the back of Thomas.
No overtake for either of them.
Down to second through the first corner from Gogs. Very interesting choice of gearing through there.
Surely Gog should be able to save up his battery and just sort of...
Yeah, this is, I mean, you know, Goggs has got 7.8 seconds behind him. He's got no threat from behind.
He could save it up.
What he's using overtake there for.
He could save it up all the way until the last lap. He's only got one move to make.
I genuinely thought he was going to try for the inside there. Yeah.
If it comes off, it'd be a good overtake, but... James W as well, catching Sask in the battle for 6th on track.
Uspo down to 1.4. That gap is coming down. He's taken another 3-4 tenths.
I think it comes down
out of Bowers
through the second sector, it seems. Maybe I think in the first sector, Bowers has a bit more.
Down the field, Norwich fan still holding off Absy. However, Absy is Norwich fan is out of fuel. His yellow indicator is on, then it's off, then it's on, then it's off. I think Absy's about to put the move on him. Jump on board with Absy. Oh no, no. That was a very late lunge, and I think... Oh no, he's kept his end plates. Oh, his Norwich fan is...
I think Absy's letting him back through.
Yeah, maybe Absy realising that was a little bit too forceful on the move and let Norwich fan have it back. Gap at the front 1.4.
Uspo ran a little wide there.
Yeah, he's pushing, but he's almost got a 3-second gap over Elias. So what would you do now? Would you push? Would you go for it? Would you risk the 3-second penalty?
Depends on his warnings. Uspo's got... Uspo's got two and he picked them up in the last 2 laps. So
okay, so that one on the last corner, or the third to last corner, should I say.
I think the strategy was right there when you got no warnings, push, but now you've got 2, maybe.
He's 3.2, 3.3. I think he's comfortable over Elias, but it's always nice to finish a race penalty free, isn't it?
That was only the 1 warning, so...
Okay, so big news for CSGB Racing here. Our viewers in the last 15 minutes have almost doubled. We're now up to 11.
Oh, I've got back down to 9. Oh, we've missed Gog's overtake Thomas. Well, Gog's into the move done, so...
Dovey up to the back of Sask. However, I think even if he gets the move done, Dovey's got a 3-second penalty. So I think it's P7 for Dovey. I don't think he's going to get, unless he gets the move done down the start-finish straight. But Sask has got more ERS, so he can defend if he needs to.
Uspo's within 3/4 of a second now. Bowers.
Yeah, that gap has come down massively. Bowers is struggling.
Can have one more chance.
Half a second.
I definitely think the hards, 22 lap hards over 18 lap mediums, will have a slight advantage. I think
he's lost a bit of time through there, just through the dirt, yeah, but...
Yeah.
Again, Bowers has a little bit more. Yeah, well, only a little bit, but Osprey down into rear. The DRS should take a couple of attempts. Should be in the .4s by now. And he's not. He's lost time into there. Oh, he's got that horribly wrong and lost almost 2 attempts.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bowers has got the overtake on already. Osprey has the overtake on. This is excellent. Final lap. And he is closing and closing and closing. And if he goes for the outside, he's going to get the move done. That's where you make the move. He's not quite got enough. He is literally millimetres behind him. Wow, what a battle. I hope they keep it clean for the rest of the race. We are on the final lap now, and we have got a battle for the lead. Oh, as Urspo's straight line speed again. Not through here, not through there. Oh, I think he should have eased off a little bit sooner. Yeah, they're pushing him out wide.
I think
2 attempts.
Looked like he was saving fuel in that section, knowing Urspo can't really get past there.
Is he going to line him up? Is he going to line him up? Looks like he got a little bit sideways. We've got a yellow in sector 1, but I'm not sure why. It looks like Urspo's got him covered off. Bowers, sorry. He's got him covered. Yeah, Bowers has got this. Albeit a mistake in the final few corners. Bowers has got the win here. Yep, Urspo spins it up out of the chicane, and that is Bowers' race. Excellent stuff from Bowers as he comes through the final corner to cross the line and take the win here in the F1 or F2 feature race at Zandvoort. That's a win for Bowers. Urspo second. Elias takes a very lonely third in the end. Gogs holding off Thomas. Thomas is stuck with him on them hard tyres. Fair play. Gogs gets the overtake on, off again. And Gogs crosses the line in P4. Thomas P5. Sass comes across the line in P6 with Dovey just behind, but Dovey has a 3-second penalty. He won't drop any further back because a little while back, Rizanovsky, a double points finish again for the Alfa Romeos.
Kind of a quiet drive the last 10 laps or so.
Yeah, it was all about whether Urspo could get the gap. So Pelderagas has come across the line. He's got Just Mikey closing him in. Just Mikey takes 10th. We've got JW coming across the line in 11th. He'll bag a couple of points himself here. And Adam will take P12. And that is it. That is the race done. Wow. Zandvoort has really thrown up some action for all 3 races that we've had so far. I think I may have been onto something when I said next season is just 12 rounds of Zandvoort.
It'd be exciting.
For a track that doesn't promote overtaking, a lot of action.
No, it can promote close battles and different strategy calls, and you throw in the rain.
As we watch our F1 commentator Bowers there takes the win. What a result for him.
He's the first F2 driver to win 2 races this season.
Urspo back on the podium after, well, it was the first race of the season in Bahrain, wasn't it?
He was the first winner and hasn't quite found the results since. He must be happy with P2.
And Elias takes P3, so a great result for the top 3 there, but that's not count out the rest of the field. So Bowers takes P1 and another win for Ferrari, something that they would love to see in real life. Urspo comes home in P2 after starting 6th on the grid. He binned it on the qualifying lap. Is that where he lost the win this race? Elias comes home in P3 with Gogs taking P4, a fantastic result for him. Thomas in P5, another solid result for the Mercedes driver. Saskar Newby comes home in 6th, a great result. Started 4th, lost a couple of places, but a solid finish anyway. Dovey, championship leader, 7th. Rizanovsky, 8th. Peldy, 9th. Mikey, 10th. We've then got JW taking 11th and Adam taking the final point. With Kieran, Absi, Norwich fan, and then Pro Mayhem and Yagamal are only DNF finishers. Check out that table because reverse that, and that is your grid for tomorrow's race. Well, I think after I tell you what, it's some shift when you have to come in and do a full day work, a sprint race, and then comms on a feature race. I'm done for the evening now.
That was a good race though.
Oh, excellent race. As ever, the F2 guys bringing up a fantastic race. And I tell you what, for a track that is very difficult to avoid penalties at, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalties, 5 3-second penalties handed out to the drivers there.
To be honest, I don't think we had too many last night or earlier in the sprint. I think they've kept it pretty much within the white lines.
No, and the F2 guys will be back tomorrow night from 7 p.m. UK time. Jesus, I ain't getting up to do a 7 a.m. race. Not a chance. I've got a day off work. I intend on surfacing in the PM hours more than anything. But that is it for another evening from CSGB Racing. Please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. The more you do that, the more we get our voice out there, I guess. And
Voices
it's a great.
here as well.
Oh, of course, yeah. I meant our voice, as in the league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, I know you're here.
Okay.
I know you're here. I couldn't do this alone anyway. I'd be in bits. But join us tomorrow night from 7 p.m. UK time for the reverse grid sprint race. It promises, if anything, tonight's sprint race was to go from, it promises to be an absolute cracker. Thank you, Ben, for joining me as ever in the comms.
Hello. Yep.
We just want to say one more thing. We send our best wishes to CSGB Fester, who decided to try and cut his finger off earlier today, which is why he didn't race in the sprint race and isn't here on comms for the feature race. So get well soon. Let the other half stick to the cook and prep. Clearly you're not meant for it. And we will see you all tomorrow night. I don't know what goodbye is in Dutch, so you're just going to get goodbye.